Hi, Scott Lara. Scott Lara 1961 on Twitter, on the banks of the St. Johns River here in sunny Jacksonville, Florida. It is a beautiful day out here, end of April 2013. And down here, once again, getting some video of the Carnival Fascination leaving Jacksport. I want to give you one tip for any time you go on a cruise, and that's cabin selection. Working with a professional travel agent will help you get the best cabin you can, at the price you want to pay. Clearly, if you're on a budget, you cannot expect the penthouse suite. So if you want something roomier, more spacious, be sure to take advantage of something like that. But again, remember that it's going to cost you a little bit more to have a balcony and have a lot of space in your cabin. Now, there's one thing I want to say that I tell a lot of my friends is that when you go on a cruise, are you going to spend the cruise in your cabin? And the answer is no. You're not going to spend the cruise in the cabin sitting there watching DVDs, watching movies, and sitting there. You might as well just stay home if that's all you're doing is sitting in your cabin the whole time. So I encourage you, when you book your cruise, keep that in mind. If you want to spend a lot of time in your cabin and that's kind of your thing, want to stand under the blankets or whatever, then get a smaller cabin and so forth. But if just keep that in mind. And also the other thing I want to share with you is maybe a couple days before you get on the ship, call your travel agent just to confirm your cabin number. Another thing I want to say about cabins, so many people want a cabin, center of the ship, not too far from the elevators, but not too close. And there's only one of those cabins on the ship, and everybody wants that cabin. So some people are going to be in the front of the ship, some people are going to be in the back of the ship. So keep that in mind as well. That's why I always say book early. If you want cabin R96, that's your cabin, then book it early and don't wait 1 or 2 weeks before the ship sails to get your favorite cabin. Don't expect it to be there because chances are it's not going to be there. So book early. That's one thing I just have to stress, about cabin selection. I know how important it is, your cabin, but keep in mind, it's not your bedroom and bathroom at home. You're on a cruise, you're there for 4, 3, 7 days. From the banks of the St. Johns River, Scott Lara. Scott Lara 1961 on Twitter. Thanks again to Mayor Alvin Brown, the City of Jacksonville, our City Council, and Mickey Harrison, Carnival Cruise Line, for having the Carnival Fascination here in Jacksonville. What constantly amazes me, for as many times as Marty and I have been on the ship, it's just not people from Callahan or Hilliard or Jacksonville that are on the ship. It's people from Arizona and Arkansas and California. They come to Jacksonville and they get on the Carnival Fascination. How cool is that? Scott Lara. Scott Lara 1961 on Twitter. Say it with me. Peace.